So I want to do a quick review on this Uhaul 15-foot truck. Now I got the 15-foot because I wanted to use the auto hauler. I'm going to be towing my car behind it as well. So I've got some pros and cons of this, and just make sure to stay tuned to the ends and I will just tell you the cons. So this is the window roll up, and right here you've got the lights. Don't forget to switch this on. They're not going to automatically turn on when you're driving at night. You got the emergency brake here, and popping right in, I'm going to change to 0.5 perspective just to get a better picture. This is what the inside front cabin area looks like. So it's pretty spacious. You do have a third seat in the middle, which is nice, with a nice seat belt. So pretty spacious. Like I said, you do get the little shade here you can put over your window if it's in the summer months and you're trying to keep it cool in here. It was pretty comfortable. The seats were comfortable while I was driving. And you have some little slots here. I guess you can put different, your phone, or if you have multiple devices, you can put them down there. Do have 2 slots for cups, depending on what size they are. These are the air fans here. And you do have 2 plugins. So you have the USB-C and USB-A on one side. Then on the passenger side, you have a separate USB-A. Now, turning the car on, you get this digital display, which I wasn't expecting, but this is a newer vehicle. It only had 1,017 miles on it. So you can see the miles till empty. That's pretty important. And you do have a little line there, and I'll tell you what that's about. It's saying for best miles per gallon, keep the blue bar kind of in the middle, that line in the middle of the blue bar which shows up. And that just kind of reminds you while you're driving. I like to have that up and you can see where the blue bar is, so you're not just fully with your foot on the gas. And you don't want your foot on the gas anyway if you're hauling your vehicle. But it does have a nice third seat. You can put your backpack if you do need to store some things up front as well. This is the tow haul feature. If you press that button, you can see you've got the little orange tow symbol up, and when you press it, I turned it back off. Basically, you want to have it off if the vehicle is empty and you're not towing anything. But if it's filled up and you're towing something, then you can turn it on. Or even if it's just filled up, you can turn it on. So let's go around to the back and I'll show you what the back looks like. This was a good choice because this is a 15-foot. There is a big difference. If you get the 10-foot, you will notice a difference. 10 feet generally don't have the mom's attic, I don't think either. So we will pop up. And as you notice, there's not little bumps for the wheel wells, which is nice. So you can put all kinds of things. This is the mom's attic. I think it has a 300 pound capacity there. You do get some lights right here, which is nice in case you're loading or unloading in the dark. And they do have these little grab bars. You can hook up, ropes or whatever you need to attach items so they won't fall over, or secure them, I guess. So this is what the right side of the car looks like. And then the front here, it is a pretty decent vehicle. Like I said, it's pretty new. It only 1,000 miles on it, but it did have a pretty smooth ride, I would say. So popping back in. All right, guys, I'm a little bit tired, and we've driven about a few hundred miles out of state. And I want to give a quick little review on the truck here. Pros, it drove really nice. It's a pretty new truck. I think it was only like maybe 1,000 miles on it. So that was definitely a pro. Driving, I actually forgot I was towing, I guess, the auto hauler. So that is nice. One con that I would say, this is what I have here just to put my phone on for GPS, and I was like, well, I'll just put it in here on the AC. It won't work because this is like 3 inches. Each flap is like 2 or 3 inches deep, and it is actually too long for this to clip onto and catch. So I put my phone in here, and that was the only con, and it was kind of falling all over the place. And I would recommend, if you do have a U-Haul, maybe put the phone up here. A newer vehicle, and something that I probably would recommend. It drove pretty smooth here. So a big fan of the third seat again. But the con, I would say, is just a place to put your GPS.